Are you guys like all looking for something serious?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I
getting
want
married
to
and have
be.
kids.
Yes, I want to
Yeah.
pop out a kid in the next year and a half, maybe 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm on that type of time.
I wanted to
First
be
thing
married
I've
yesterday.
seen.
Oh. But do you have an estimate, like how many first dates? Let's say
Maybe 20.
first meets with
I would say 200.
200.
Maybe.
Oh my
200?
gosh.
That's
Girl, I
incredible.
did a lot.
Can I ask
told
you
you
a
for the
question?
plot.
I can't say yes to everybody.
About your roster. So what are the cons of having a roster? Because you said that you get exhausted. So don't you think there should be a moment in your time where maybe you shouldn't have a roster and just focus on one?
Well, that's what she said.
Yeah, I feel like when I was younger, I used to do that. I did focus on one at a time, but I realized that I was wasting so much of my time. And, you know, like when you're a woman, you only have certain amount of time that you can, you know, certain amount of time to find a husband, get married, have kids, all these things. So I got to a point where I was wasting like 3 to 6 months on a guy who was literally not ever going to be marriage material or husband material. But I wasted all that time because I thought I was going to dedicate all of my time and energy to this one person and it was going to work out. And then I realized maybe I should have scaled it back a bit and see what he's about and see what kind of person he is and the effort that he's making before I kind of went all in. So I think that's when I started the roster life, because now I'm splitting my energy and I'm not like breaking my heart over and over again every 3 to 6 month stint. So that's the logic behind the
And
roster.
men, that's how
Yeah.
men date also. Men date
Oh, yeah.
talking to
Yeah.
many and then they decide
men
which
talk
ones.
to multiple
Let me
women
not speak about all men
at
because
a
I saw you
time.
roll your eyes. I'm not talking about all men, but in general,
Oh,
no.
No, it wasn't an eye roll. It was more of
Okay.
a eyebrow raise.
I
I don't
mean,
think,
just like-
definitely not all men.
Not all men,
Yeah,
no,
of
but like
course.
in
Yeah, I
general, I
agree.
think the way that you guys look or seek out relationships as a whole is by nature differently, just biologically what we're made to do.
Did you have more on that? or-
Yes. So when you have a roster, do you feel like you're the one who's wearing the pants or you're the one pursuing them? Or how does that work? Because I feel like the guy should be pursuing us.
Agreed.
So how does that work with you? What,
I
what
only
you
have
seen?
that's a great question. I only have a roster because multiple guys are pursuing me. Like multiple guys are asking for my time. Like they're like, "Hey, are you available Friday?" Well, I got to check cuz Bobby, Joe, and Mo like texted me too, and they also want my time. So I feel like the roster kind of just got built around the interest. And like if I
Okay.
have so many people like wanting my time, they're probably not all worth my time, but I don't know that
Exactly.
yet. So, and I don't want to say like no because I said yes to this one guy. I'd be like, well, I have 2 hours scheduled on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Are you down? Like, and just kind of schedule them out that way.
Okay. Cool.
And do you like go on dates with them, or are
Yeah.
you just like okay?
Oh yeah, I don't, and that's another thing too. I feel like I'm so traditional and I'm so like, you know, you gotta take me out on a date. Like let's do dinner, let's do movie, let's do roller skating, like let's do an activity. For me to really get an idea of who you are as a person, especially in
Yeah.
public. I think a lot, especially online, guys, like a lot of guys will, you know, be like, hey, what? And I never met them. Like, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Why don't you come to my house for a dinner? I can cook you dinner and we can watch a movie at my house. It's like, sir, do you want to get robbed? Because you don't know me. You don't know
Yeah.
if I'm going to set you up. Like you just don't know. And you're so comfortable inviting a strange woman from the internet to your home. And a lot of guys feel that way on dating apps. So I'm just like, I'm not about that life. I'm
Yeah.
very like, I want to be careful.
Yeah.
And I mean, I want to just piggyback on her saying the rob thing. Like, men, I commented something, and someone else had said that, oh, you know, why was she going to go and she's going to rob the guy? But it's like, where we're coming from is, as a woman, anytime you invite us over to your house, what goes through our minds is you could drug us and you could do, you know, you could do anything. And so we have to take that into account when we say yes to anything, and that's even in public. So it's almost like a privilege that a man gets to be able to say, come over to my house, and he's not even giving a second thought that you could be robbed, you know, that anything that could happen to you. But we think that immediately.
That is very true.
Can I just have you tilt your microphone down like this? Yeah, just perfect.
Sure.
So, okay, just going back to the how many first dates question. How many first dates do you think you've been on?
I thought I was doing good by saying 20, but you said ever in my life. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Whole
like
life.
maybe 50, not
50
a
first
whole
dates.
lot.
Okay. And then
Well, I dated during middle school.
right, but you
so
said in 11 years you haven't even been like approached, hit it.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You
Do
just
you-
you just stay at home all the time?
No.
Like guys don't.
No, so I feel like one of the major things that I encounter is getting friend zoned a lot. I've had a lot of crushes, and I kind of let them know, like, you know, I give them my attention, but they just never make a move.
What's your type? Like, what
What's
if you're
my
just
type?
going after the wrong type of dude?
Well, I mean, I'm not with. I mean, I don't date. I don't have like online apps. Maybe that can help, but. And I guess when I was in college, I had opportunities to date, but I only met like 3 types of guy. The first type of guy is that one guy that's already in a committed relationship. Once he graduates, he's gonna get married. They're already planning their wedding. The second type of guy, he's like, oh no, I want to go to medical school. I don't want to date nobody. I don't want to commit. The third type of guy is like, I want to like hoe around. So it was kind of hard for me to date during college. And right now I'm not really surrounded by a lot of guys. And the guys that I am surrounded with, they're already like married. So I feel like my surroundings has something to do
Yes.
with it too. Yeah.
That's a factor because I know because I've lived in the city for the past decade, so like I think there's more like opportunity and a lot more influx of people when you live in a city versus the suburbs. But I feel like when I go like to Ohio, for example, to like visit family or whatever, and I'll swipe out there, I feel like I do meet great guys with great mindsets that want to like get to know me for real and want to take me out and things like that. And I feel like I do get some good quality guys out there. It's just not a lot of options, and it's
Yeah.
like it's just hard to like meet in the middle, I guess, with that. But
And
I definitely
I-
think environment.
Exactly. And I meet a lot of traditional men. So a lot of them at this age are already married.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just, I guess I'm 25, so I'm kind of that in the middle age and just kind of seeing what's out there. But I feel like maybe I should be putting in some more work in dating, but I just don't want to go online. And I'm great at meeting people. I'm great at meeting guys. I'm a huge extrovert out, you know, but they just never make a move. Yeah.
You
And
gotta
you're
put
gorgeous,
yourself-
so they're bugging. Like,
Yeah, you gotta put yourself
Yeah.
in places where you're gonna be approached by men. You know?
Where's that?
I
Let me
mean,
know.
It depends what kind of man that you want, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, often maybe like a bar or someplace.
Like, do you want a
someplace someone might
religious
go, yeah.
man as well? I heard you were religious, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
do
he
you want-
does have to have a relationship with God. You know, God has to be number 1. I can be number 2. But he definitely needs to have a relationship with God. He needs to have self-control, like all those virtues a lot of Christian people look for. In a
do you
husband.
go to a church where there's single men?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Like I said before, I am around a lot of people, just haven't been approached.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, hold on. We got.
Asian Nukes student
You gotta
donated
smile.
$100. Well, to all the fatphobic jerks in the chat, you shouldn't make fun of fat people. They've got enough on their plates already. Ladies,
bro,
lighten up,
be nice, guys.
ignore them, be the bigger person.
Do you guys have a
I think
Response.
he's so sweet. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
We have enough on our plates. Okay.
there you have it.
I get it.
You guys have a good taking it on the chin, I
I
guess.
mean, he spent money to do that, so that's
You
nice.
know,
Thank you.
I love when a man spends money on me, so thank you.